I have one of my dancers, one of my babies. I loved him, but he struggle bus with choreo, just the biggest struggle bus. And I was like, oh, but he wanted it so bad. He was one of those people that you just like.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to our first in-person episode of Throwing Tantrums. Up until this point, we've been doing all our podcasts through Zoom, and thankfully, shouts out to our friend over at Strategic Choices for letting us use their space. So if it's your first time here and you're watching us, my name is Emroy, the founder and director of this company, Tantrum. I'm going to pass the ball to several of these people real quick. Just quick introductions, name and what you do. You.
Me?
Brandon.
Oh, hi, I'm Brandon Bursiaga. Brandon B, artistic director for Tantrum, and we get to do this in person, y'all. Vaccinations next.
Yeah, the Delta variant and the multi.
No, left or going right?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
We're gonna go this way.
We'll go with Diego's table. Diego into B-Rock, and then Joey into you guys.
This table.
So Diego first.
What's up, guys? My name is Diego Tellez.
Hey, Diego.
I'm a dancer part of
What is
Tantrum.
this?
Hey, what's up? That's it. That's all. That's short, right? Short key point.
In person, guys.
Amen. All right, we're done.
Thank you,
End scene.
Diego.
Except, like, all the cameras are blocking the doors. So
I know. So if you need to take a piss, you're fucked.
Fire.
Start throwing shit.
Next one.
Okay.
That's cool.
My name is Rosie. I am dancer on Tantrum. I am
What?
That's it.
Go.
All right, what up, y'all? I'm B-Rock. I am the photographer for Vision Paradox and Temper Tantrum. If you guys are from Emroy's stream, I am the Vape God.
Where his rockers
I am
at?
also-
Where the rockers at?
Where my rockers at? That's right. I am also the sole heir under Jordan for both companies. If
That makes
anything ever
sense.
happens
The
next
soul
year.
heir under Jordan.
You better outlive Jordan. I know. I'm outlive Jordan.
I hate it.
This way.
My name is Joseph. I usually take videos for Vision Paradox. I have yet to dance for Temper Tantrum.
Same, bro.
Me
Whose
too.
fault is that?
Right?
though?
That's
My fault.
Yeah.
Whose
He always
fault
tells
is
us, like,
that?
we need to record.
Damn.
We need to record. We need to take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to figure that one out. I tried cloning. Messy. So maybe try it. But yeah, that's it. These Hershey's Brandon
What's up? My name's Sean Domingo, and I'm a member of Temper Tantrum, and they got really quiet, so...
Because you're talking like my Tito Boy for some reason.
Pass it on now.
Oh, I hope to God that audio got that.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lauren. I am a dancer on Temper Tantrum, and the sky may be blue. I'm not too sure. Everyone,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in front of you.
And that's what we came up with.
Loving it.
don't
All right.
judge me. I'm only human.
So there's several topics here. The first thing I kind of wanted to acknowledge
the
at
sky.
the time.
Is the blue sky
Let's
today?
start there.
Not too long after since this recording, we hit 1,000 subs for our YouTube. Woo!
Thanks for subbing.
Love you
Thank
all.
everyone who subscribed. Thank everyone who
Thanks, bots.
watched all the videos. I think we're all about at 11K for the body positivity.
Oh,
video.
shit. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
On repeat hour.
Just on its own playlist. Just there you go.
It's on every Apple laptop.
So let's go to the put it on there.
Bias here and shit.
So
That's
that was actually one of my goals for us to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year.
Go.
Easy.
We hit it, and I think we're on track to hit about 2,000 by the end of the quarter, and maybe hit 5,000 by the end of the year. So fingers crossed. Again, appreciate you guys for watching all the content, the dance content, supporting the stream, supporting all the dance videos we make, because all this stuff is helping us monetize the brand, so that way we can up the level in terms of our dance production, in terms of the videos we produce. There's a lot we have in store. Original stories produced from some of the dancers, so I'm excited to see that come to life. And two things I kind of want to touch on. One is Temper Tantrum Versus. the ones who were there, and then there's the body positivity just shooting throughout the day. Let's go with the one that we filmed first, body positivity. How did you guys feel? One, throughout the whole day, and next, once it was released and whatnot. The excitement of that.
Tired.
I hate it.
Yeah. I really liked seeing everyone's talent outside of dance. The shit was really funny to be around.
That surprised me with his acting.
Right?
I was
You
like,
made
oh
a
my
great
gosh.
asshole.
Shout out Preparation H. I'm your man. Dude, I thought it was a little bit extra, to be honest. I was like, what the fuck?
Like your asshole acting was like, I think would be fantastic on the Disney movie.
Down.
Yeah.
Down. Pain to
You're-
make you look like
You're the high school bully in the movies.
Yeah.
You think you look good?
Yeah.
Wait.
What was that?
Like that little, you know when he like pulled Victoria's.
that was you didn't know it was me. You cut me out of the frame.
I was like,
It's okay. I'll add B-roll.
I was like,
But anyways.
he unplugged the TV? What do you mean? What is this?
Nobody else?
I lost a pair of pants that day.
Oh, right. That's right.
Well, to be fair, they can be shorts, so it just depends on how you look at it.
I
Not
mean,
really. We're just like right next,
Whoa, whoa.
My camera.
We don't need to be speaking about that.
Now the
Okay.
swimming
I'm
trunks.
just kidding.
yeah.
Duh.
And now it's forever on the internet for people to enjoy in the
Yep.
blooper reel.
That's right.
Yes, make a meme
If
of
you
it,
guys go to the
please.
video and
And-
you zoom in, you'll very closely and very nicely.
You'll have that on our Patreon if you be one of our
Nah.
Patreon
Can we not?
followers.
Top tier
You know how many
You'll see a straight
subscribers.
shot of my crotch.
So many people are like, they legit went back to my 24-hour stream and they're making lists of all the stupid promises we made.
Where's this list at?
Like, it's on my stream. I streamed for 24 hours. Remember they're watching
Yeah.
the libido one? It's like, oh, we're gonna remake that. It's a Walmart version. Every time I'm streaming, it's like we're still waiting for that. Like they want that.
Oh my
They
god.
won't ever let it go. They will never let it go.
Way
When-
longer.
So
Yeah.
there's other ones too.
Hang out with
They
Big Dad.
sent me a message on the Discord like, this is what you guys said.
Wow.
Who was it?
They wanted to
Is
see it
that
happen.
Melody?
Melanie?
No, it's not Melanie. I think it was probably either Neff, Melanie, or Mariah. But they like bring it up.
Yeah, I was like, it's either one of those three. I'm like,
Well,
I don't
slow
know
down.
their shit.
Well,
Let's go.
again,
One of the
if
big
you,
rockers,
if you
though.
zoom in closer, B-Rock,
Very
you can
close.
send him to his only stands. And he's got a hole in his pants, and it's just a wee short of his
We'll release that
wee
content. Release
stuff.
that content if Temper Tantrum gets 500.
Dude, it's already released, so we can't even.
You can't take it back.
We're doing that shit for free to get more people on the Patreon. Come on now.
Well, shouts out to all the patrons for Tantrum. We're like at about almost 40, so
Ah.
when we first started. So
Wow.
yeah,
We're
So
supposed to have 100
my
now,
take on the
rockers.
video, because it was my concept, is I really. No, I'm saying like I
I'm just
really,
kidding.
I wanted to give a
Are you
voice.
laughing at
Oh
me?
no! See, he's a
he's still a
character. It's really to give a voice to people who, yeah, to give a voice to people who don't feel seen or don't feel sexy. Like it's always interesting, especially now because we're in summer, for people to be like, "Hey, got to get my summer body ready," but then it makes people feel like, damn, I can't look good because I don't have a summer body. But like, I saw a little video today that was like, here's 2 steps on how to get a summer body. First, make sure it's summer.
That's
Second, have a body.
fucked up. That's
The end, So like, it's just a thing where,
Predictable.
hey, yeah,
What about
I don't know.
winter?
Just feel sexy in your own skin, feel confident, and it's interesting to know the dancers and to hear their kind of take on their own selves, to be like self-conscious of how they look or how they dance or how they act, when in reality they look and dance and act a lot better than they think they do. It's just a matter of knowing it. Not only is it hopefully inspiring you guys, but I hope to inspire them, to be like, hey, you don't need that push. You got it. Like everybody has everything you need. You just gotta do it. It was a process for all of us. But it was definitely a nice little fun change to change gears and change kind of direction as far as our kind of new what's the word I'm trying to say here?
Lack of talent.
Wow. Wow. No, just like a new philosophy to change the kind of way of the videos.
Oh yeah, like how yeah.
So it wasn't so like happy and just yeah. It was a little bit of a meaning behind it. So hopefully you guys liked it, and there's more coming. Don't worry, but stay connected.
And that's all, folks.
Yeah, and if you guys are patrons, like everyone who's on the Patreon, they get early access to everything. They also get access to like the storyboards. They can download and have copies for themselves. So yeah, shouts out to everyone. Can you?
Don't act like you don't know. You knew about this the whole time before we even
I'm
started.
trying to.
I know he's like trying. It's like trying to hype it up like an infomercial. Tell me more, Brandon.
Go on.
Anyone else care to share their thoughts on the
Yeah.
message of the video?
I really enjoyed the fact that you decided to bring this vision to life, because there are a lot of people who feel uncomfortable about being in their own skin. And actually another Trixie, she had like this, she's doing this this Instagram live where she talks about like about her image of herself and how it's been affected by being called like fat, and she's not fat like at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, and like how that has like really affected her. So like having this where people are like, you don't have to look a certain way, you don't have to like be a certain size, and like us like really pushing that, it gives hope to a lot of other people out there, because they think, oh, like someone's gonna look and be like, oh my god, I look like Dylan, but he's working it and he looks amazing, so I look amazing. So giving people that kind of content is actually super important. So thank you very much.
Thanks
so much for bringing that to life.
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird when people say like, oh, you don't look like a dancer. I've worked with so many dancers who are all of different sizes and shapes and genders and heights. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really, what is going on here?
You don't look like a dancer.
Shut the hell up.
I don't like much of anything though.
Wow. Anyways, yeah, so there's not quite a look, you know. I mean, I did a project, even when Emily, we did a project together, where I was casted with Amanda LeCount. And, her thing, you know, she's some, she is a plus size dancer, and people already just see her and they're just like, well, she's plus size. She can't be dancing. And if she's dancing, she's not dancing fast. She murders anything. She will beat any other dancer on anything. I've seen multiple classes and videos and projects and commercials of her in it. I mean, I'm dying trying to keep up with her. Yeah. So it doesn't make a difference as far as your size or your look. Obviously, there's certain things that call for certain aspects, but overall, that doesn't mean you can't not dance. You know, if that's your passion, it's your passion.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm loving too, especially with a lot of the stories that were recently.
Bless you.
COVID.
Oh, come on. Excuse me. Sorry.
Especially with the recent stories that a lot of people have been pitching, it's the depth and substance with all these videos is something. Oh,
Jesus, man.
I'm sorry, I can't do anything.
Oh gosh! All right,
Start over.
Especially especially with the depth and the substance that we have with a lot of these stories that we've been sharing. Because from one of our videos, the Shake It Out videos, there was someone shared it and they shared a blurb about their own personal struggles, and they used kind of as a vehicle and to help point the direction towards our video. Oh God, I hope that made sense. But okay, the content that I want us to share, like while it's fun and impactful, like the ones like Donut Life, I want us to have depth and meaning with like body positivity, with Shake It Out. Like it's okay for dancers to discuss about loneliness, for dancers to discuss about the body image issues, or missing home, or seeing what's behind a smile. I just want us to have an impact with our dance. It sounds so cliche, like every motherfucking person out there, and sounds altruistic, but it's. But I hope I come off as genuine, and I hope we continue making stuff like this along with the fun stuff. So, and we can make money too.
I also want to remind you guys, for the followers and people watching, that we're more than dancers. We're people. So like, we're not just performers and we're like, oh, this is all we do is perform and we're just perfect. It's like people have lives and, stories behind it. So it's really nice and refreshing to see people's stories, you know, and they're kind of pitching of what's going on and what they want to do. Because I think in the beginning we're like, okay, people are going to want to do all these hype dance stuff. And then there's not a lot of hype dance stuff. It's actually a lot more like deep emotional things. So, I mean, that's great.
Therapy tantrum.
Oh my God, therapy tantrum. So, but it's good
Email
though,
tantrums
you know,
are
but it's
swear.
also a reminder that they're not just performers. They're people who have lives and experiences, you know, so it's nice for them to share it. And then it's also even better to hear you guys, you know, share your experiences and say, I can see myself in that video. You know, Rosie is me. I am Lauren in that section, or whatever that is. You know, you can see yourself and not just people who are untouchable dancers of like, oh, I don't know, that's Timber Tantrum over there. It's like, no, these are people like me.
Yeah.
Expanding off of that, as people and as dancers, like, please think of us as human beings, because like I feel like when we get like patrons or we get people and they like call us our fans or like step on us or, you know, stuff like that. Yes, people have said that.
Oh, were they what on us?
Yeah.
Shit, my bad.
Were they what?
But like
Stuck
we
on
want
us?
like we want you to know like that we are just like you, and we're open to like, well, I don't know about you guys, but
Stepping
I'm
on
open. Please don't see us as above you, because we are just human beings, and if you ever need anyone to talk to, you can hit me
Yeah.
up. I get DMs, but
Unless you're tall
Yeah.
as Diego and you're just above everybody.
yeah, physically. Yeah, I heard the air's right up there. Yeah.
Not in LA.
But like I like that feeling of like Brandon said, we're just human. Like we're not like haughty dancers who are hot shit. No, we are definitely all just human.
Pieces
and
of
we want
shit.
you all to see us as human and not as like anything above that, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, like definitely the branding that I was going for with us is like very relatable, like Nickelodeon. Or I thought about this the other day when I was just listening to music. Like I want us to be the Ryan Reynolds of the dance community. Like
Hot and
Wait, so
sexy.
are we
we have a gin?
what's his name?
Not yet. Right now, we're doing
Are
Chris
we-
Pratt's right
Oh,
now.
man. No, are we Deadpool or who's the other character that he is?
Free Guy.
Wait, what?
From that new movie he's
Oh,
doing.
Green Lantern? No, we forget about Green Lantern because now he's Deadpool.
So
To redeem
Deadpool
himself.
or Wolverine's Deadpool?
Oh no,
With
we
no-
don't
with
speak
no
of
mouth?
that.
Oh,
We
God.
don't speak of that.
What's the one where he puts on a bodysuit?
Hey, welcome to
Is that him?
Okay.
I can't stand you.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's hop onto the other one, like the ones that, like I think at least one person from each table was there for Temper Tantrum versus your
Sorry, I had to
experience
Did you?
from that.
Yeah. Oh, honestly,
work.
Follow up. Let's go.
you go first.
Nah, you go. You freaking iron wall over here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I said, go back if you guys. I don't whether that video's gone out yet or this one comes out first, whichever one. When it comes out or if it's been out, go watch that. Her face was intense.
Yo, yeah, you were like Kobe, like
It just switched.
You're like,
She'd be deal, son, deal. What's up? What's up?
Dang.
like, I was like, oh, she's intense.
I get really, really, really competitive.
Yes.
Like Brandon knows.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like literally my game face turns on and I'm like, either you're gonna die or I'm gonna die. So we're gonna deal with this right now.
Dang.
It was
Damn.
basketball. So did
Dude, I would.
Yeah, but that's the mentality. I'm sorry.
Just like, a little kid comes up to you, hey, you want to play some kickball?
Get the fuck out of here.
What? Get for bitch.
Are you ready to die? Let's go.
Like 5-on-1 or something?
Wait, Diego, what happened? At your
We
side.
definitely
I want to hear your story.
lost.
On my side? No, oh shit, what was it? Like, we got there. Okay, first of all, the guy that was teaching us, he was already there. He was already there balling up. I was for an hour beforehand.
Who is the guy?
Wow, what was his name?
His name's Des.
Des.
Yeah.
Des. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry, Des.
Dead.
But it was cool. I haven't really
He's
played
an
basketball
international
since I was a
player.
kid. And we just ran drills. It was
Yeah.
cool,
Like-
you know.
Like we were like in middle school again, or
Honestly, it was. It was just like, okay,
That's so
you dribble 3
nostalgic.
times,
dribble the ball.
shoot the ball back, and then go to the back.
Yeah, we were just-
line.
yeah, we're doing the layup line.
Missing this.
Oh yeah, we did the layup one.
Yeah.
And then we did our one-on-ones, which was a lot of fun. And then we did our 3v. What was it? No, the
4v1.
4v1s.
4v1.
4v1s, which was ridiculous, and it made.
How'd you guys lose?
We tried zoning him.
Wait. 4 of you guys against him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should, dude.
You would think.
We
You would
thought
think
we
it'd
had
be
this.
easy.
We gotta
No.
watch it, huh?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
bad.
you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Huh?
It'll be
I
out on
would
our
have helped
channel.
you guys
What?
so much.
Yeah,
man.
probably we needed that because no matter how much we D'd him, like we gave him the D.
You just kept giving it to him.
Yeah, I'll follow that.
So we just kept doing like he did a signature move, which is like a 1-footed 3, just like shoot it like nothing, and just like
1-3. That's
Yeah.
right. King on the foot. That's how you right
We
now.
tried. We were like knees, ankles,
yeah, like
and then he was gone.
we thought we tried zone defense, that didn't work. Then we
Bum
tried
rushing him.
But you
bum
have to
rushing
be in front of him
So
to do zone defense.
So, huh?
You know that, right?
They
What?
tried beating
What?
him up.
We tried beating him up. No,
So
we
then we
couldn't
tried
really do that.
shanking him.
No, it was
like
it was cool because I was watching. This was when he was playing against Emroy 1v1, and he just had the ball, right? And,
Don't tell me you
and
watched
he
the
wasn't
ball.
dribbling. I told her about this, and it was amazing. It was majestic. It was the most intense thing I've ever seen. He was just there. Not
Did you watch
dribbling,
the ball or you
nothing. And then he takes like 2 steps and just like in a slow motion just
throughs.
swoops underneath
swipes through.
Emroy and then just like
Oh, yeah.
lays it up. And then the way I saw it though, it was like a sports anime. Where he was just like,
this Kuroko's basketball.
he was just looking at you.
I need no Sora.
I remember the exact moment because he told you, I'm gonna go low.
And keep in mind, he's like 6'3" and I'm like 5'3". I'm like,
Yes, he
He's
towers
so
above you.
you.
And he's like, I'm gonna go low. And he just step, whew. And then, but it happened, you know how in anime when it's slow mo, it's like one image and then the
Yeah, and
next
then
image?
Emma wasn't moving at all.
That's funny.
dude, you weren't even there.
And then he made it,
I
and I was
picture
like,
it.
No, you weren't there.
Alright.
Can someone
One,
animate
starting
that,
to piss me
please?
off. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop inviting you.
Someone-
Shit. Stop running your mouth so goddamn much.
You'd be surprised what people will do for you for free.
what? Wait a minute.
What?
Hey, I want to know.
Fan art. Oh.
Has anyone gotten like free service recently or anything like that?
As in
As in
what?
What
Just-
service?
Like just anything? No?
I don't know
What?
what you're.
I mean, I've gotten like fan videos made of me.
Oh, that's what. That's
Oh.
the service you're talking about.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Like free service as in like you got coffee and they're like, oh, you also want a bagel because it was just in the toaster.
Oh.
No, I don't-
Not recently.
No.
I think that's happened to me before. but-
Where's this going?
I don't know.
I hate
Well,
It was just like a yes or no, like yeah.
I thought it was the next
Sweet.
topic.
Okay.
I know we feel it's like where's
thought it
we
was
going
a
with
film.
this?
Speaking of the next topic.
Yeah, the next. So
hate
a
it
couple
so much.
things here. Like one, at the time of this recording, Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson are racing into space. I don't know if that's something you guys really care about.
Nope.
Rich people going to space. Is it inspiring or a waste of time?
I
It's a waste
it's
of
just,
time.
It's
It's
just
like
like
make it inspiring.
at first, like I didn't know that was even happening until I just saw it on the news, and I was just like, "Why are you broadcasting this?" I guess it's so important that we
gives a
all
shit,
need to know.
I mean,
I don't.
But here's the thing. These 2 people alone have enough money to help save the world with food, housing, healthcare, and they chose to leave the planet.
Yeah.
They said,
And then
fuck
come
the
back.
problems.
So they didn't. They have all the money to fix it, and instead of fixing it, they left
Yeah.
the whole planet.
It's like a weird rich.
Not
rich
even a
man
city. They have the
flex.
planet.
I can
Not my
see it
problem.
as inspiring because, like, well, I guess there's kind of 2 ways. It feels like Jeff kind of did it in a way where I have money, I'm just gonna keep throwing it into
Money, 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 money.
space versus
Yeah.
like SpaceX, where they actually made designs to help NASA and fortify like a
Oh
colony.
yeah, their
on
patents are all
Mars.
public.
I don't trust them to help with world hunger at all because I don't know their like expertise. in
Imagine,
that at all. I wouldn't
imagine
want, like-
privatizing world hunger. And
Yeah, I
making
wouldn't want
profit off
Elon
that.
Musk's face on like, oh, I ended world hunger at all. I think that now belongs to somebody who's watching this. Because we're going to inspire them to kill world hunger with our
Please.
dance videos.
Please.
I mean,
I mean, that people make an impact through their music. I mean, why not make an impact through our dance? And you know,
people
Our-
looking
Why
at
not
that through
space?
dance.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, but the reason that I'm dancing is because people made an impact on me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels like just
They
a
went to
random
space.
rich person.
They went to space?
So
Yeah,
I got all
they
this
used money to go in space.
Because
their first time.
It's an interesting thing because
Didn't Joey Fatone already do that?
No, Joey.
So-
No, they're trying to like, in a sense, commercialize space travel, and I think in this. So that's one of the reasons why they're doing it. And I think there's the current climate of things, and especially how the rich and everyone else are kind of like the perception of the rich is very negative right now. Everyone's like, yeah. I remember seeing this.
It adds more to the
Yeah, and especially with a lot of people having a rough time right now, and then you flex on us like, hey, we're going to space. Like you expect us to be inspired when we're in a rough spot.
Yeah, it's a bad.
So if you want people to give a shit back. Or
Yeah.
be, especially if you have the
Give shit back.
give shit back. Yeah, treat your employees well. Let them take a piss in between their fucking,
So talk about their spaceship though and the shape of
The shape.
Oh no.
What's it look like? What's it look like?
What does it look like? I haven't seen it.
Like
It looks like a big penis.
It looks like a dildo. Look at
Every
a big
rocket
space.
looks like a
No.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
It goes like this.
Like a giant vibrator.
It reminds me of
Yeah.
the movie. I think what was it? Was it Austin
Austin
Powers?
Powers.
Oh my god!
They're like,
Yes,
hey,
yes,
that looks like a big Johnson.
Like look at all the memes on the spaceship alone. Like you'll
Yeah,
just
it's pretty
die. All the memes.
There was one meme that killed me. It was like, it was a picture of the spaceship taking off, and it was like, here we go, big dick into space. Oh, and you made his spaceship look like a fucking dick too.
Stupid.
Okay, you said they're trying to commercialize space travel, but how are you supposed to commercialize something when you don't have anywhere else to really go and make a profit off of it?
Like the idea, like
Man,
like
imagine
the
those,
novelty
Amazon
of
Prime
being
deliveries.
the novelty of being able to go to space.
Are they going to
Yeah.
if they are like go full Sailor Moon and they create like a moon civilization, we might be able to talk about something.
Wait.
But if there's no one there yet,
No, they're
Wait.
I think they're trying to angle it to the point of like commercializing. No, people go on cruise ships, like space, just hanging out in space, like a
and
cruise ship.
staring
Yeah.
into the endless void.
Yeah, I mean,
How
people,
beautiful.
people
How
go on cruise ships to endless ocean. So,
Oh,
That's
that's true.
true.
But the
I
thing,
can't argue with you
Can we
there.
go back to this moon base?
You're
thing?
right.
Wait, do we have a moon base?
yeah, Rita Repulsa is there.
Thank
Wow.
you. Yes.
I thought it was running like a machine empire now.
Let's go, Endymion.
he is the one named Elon Musk. Is that it?
That is correct. The name of the moon.
I mean,
We're gonna go to space.
okay. So, what would you guys do with all that money then?
Not space.
Not space.
No idea.
Give it away.
Flaunt
First
it.
of all, there's a lot of smog over LA. Maybe we should make it to where I can see the sky and it might be blue.
It might be
It
blue.
might be blue.
It might be blue.
Maybe where it's still a question right now.
Oh my god.
If the sky is blue, then why is space black?
Is space black?
There's a lot.
I've never been there.
I've heard that space jams.
Yay!
Yay.
Michael Jordan, not LeBron. I love you, LeBron.
You guys forget the movie's meant for kids, not our 30-year-old
Okay.
asses.
We're getting
That's a
somewhere,
good
okay.
point for B-Rock, dude.
Jesus.
Amazing.
Every
like,
single
yes,
movie out there is made for me.
Us 30-year-olds like, yo, this is
I don't like it.
It's like
Every Pixar movie, me. Disney movie, me. This fucking archaic fucking kid randomly at the movie theater. Wait, what would you do? Like, not money, then what? Not space, then
We
what?
should put this in multiple choice. So, like,
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
cure a disease of any kind, colonize another planet.
I don't want to be a colonizer.
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Black Panther, but that's not a very good connotation.
I don't know if you've been in
One of
the US.
choices.
That's
I don't know if you've been on Earth for the last 400 years. I totally spit. I'm sorry.
There's this one country called the UK.
United States?
And then,
How much money are we talking about?
Finding Atlantis.
finding
Atlantis.
Yes, wait. Let's do it.
Regrow the rainforest.
Oh
There we go.
yeah.
There's your 4 choices. Have fun.
There's just a lot better ways to just use all that money.
There really is.
There's just so many.
Yeah, one of those responsibilities is like, if you have the power to make a change, why don't you affect the ones around you first?
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
Great use of transit trilogy. I'm in healthcare, so I would say healthcare because
I agree.
Seeing my patients struggle with something that's not as necessary per se, I can only imagine people who have necessary needs that medically cannot afford them, which is dumb. Like, especially when people have insurance, y'all. Like, I work with insurances, and I'm like, when you pay for insurance and you pay like so much money a month that you're like scraping by, only to go to the doctor because you're sick and then get a bill that's like 4 or 5 times the amount of the, it's like, what am I doing? Like, I don't understand. What does that mean? So when people, our families have to make choices of like, do I eat or do I go to the doctor because I'm sick? I need to eat. So we'll see, and that's kind of like a whole like person of color thing. Like, we don't go to the doctor. We just don't. So, and if we do go to the doctor, it's like, are you sick? How sick are you?
Are you dying?
Are you dying? Okay, you're dying today or next week? We'll go next week. So it's like we wait, and it's when it's a cultural thing. 2, it's a medical mistrust, but 3, it's because we're scared of how much it might be. Yeah. And it's like, that's a sad thing. Like, we don't go to the doctor because we're scared how much it's going to be. So I want to say my money would be healthcare, and I would say wellness. And wellness includes healthcare, food, housing, mental health.
Food, fuck it up.
Also, going off of that, like, there's so much food that gets wasted and thrown away, which can go to people who actually need it. It's crazy how much restaurants will have to throw out because of like food regulations.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if you guys have ever been around places where they're like, hey, we have to throw this out. Can you just take it?
Yep.
And it's just like, just like piles and piles and piles of food. And it's like, there's like several like homeless people down the street that you can give this to. You know what I mean?
That's also another thing, the homelessness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just growing. Y'all.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Especially with the pandemic.
Yeah, in my neighborhood where there used to be like 1 or 2 homeless people. Now there's like they're coming.
It's a community.
There's a whole
like,
encampment.
it's crazy. And so I think even putting money into maybe making more shelters or like providing services for them so that how could they get more educated to get out of that or whatever it is. Because sometimes homelessness isn't because of drug use.
No.
It's just so many other things involved. So I think focusing on them just because they're also human,
Yes.
So,
That's like, I love that point. Because a lot of my patients are homeless, and people think, oh, well, that's why they're homeless, to get off the drugs. It's like, drugs is not a thing. That's not always why people are homeless.
Yeah. That's always the first thought too. But also, even if they are on drugs, that doesn't mean they're any less deserving of medicine, of food,
There's so
of
many people
shelter.
who aren't homeless that are on drugs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I always say,
I don't know why I'm so passionate. Right
there's so many. I love it.
Dude,
Talk,
Good.
talk,
Preach.
preach.
Yeah, say it, Sean.
Oh, he's sitting up
All
now.
right, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
so united.
Because we are.
I like how he actually knew to join in when you were saying that.
No, but for real, like whatever it is you're passionate about.
Brother.
What if you redistributed the money to everyone?
How do you do it?
Yeah.
Like, count everyone, divided by everyone.
Basic. Just like, all right, we got how many people? All right, divide that. Yeah, no, just start giving it up.
It's very much like they magically, like, the whole stimulus package.
Communists do
Like
that.
what taxation like is supposed to be doing, but like doesn't, like, kind of like redistribute wealth. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because that means for me, like, I'm not I'd like to see my own tax dollars actually help the communities and not the machine of war.
Tax the churches.
Or the machine of the space dildo.
Or the space dildo.
Oh yes.
But even housing.
Jeff, right.
So on the housing topic, there's so many abandoned buildings and malls and shopping strips all through LA County alone.
That
It's
people
like-
just go and take photo shoots in.
Yeah, but like, imagine if you transform an old mall that's been deserted and just make it housing.
But we gotta film there first though.
Wait, Joey's got a story.
What?
No, I just got arrested Trespassing in abandoned buildings.
Oh,
Sick. Wait, how did it happen?
Wow.
No,
delinquent.
you gotta be careful with doing that because you are technically trespassing on private property when you go do photo shoots and
And then they
and
might
stuff
get
like
arrested.
that. And yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. Careful.
Yeah.
So what happened? Where was it?
It was at a school.
Wait,
Oh.
riding school? Like it wasn't like
Oh my
closed
Not the
down?
kids. Oh.
Oh my.
Yes, at night.
Okay, so
And was that night?
what city?
Santa Clarita. Hey.
Of course.
I think
Oh.
some like neighbor called on us because there's obviously lights everywhere.
Hoodlums.
Them hoodlums over there.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But yes, lots of abandoned buildings.
Very good shit.
Next topic.
Can we acknowledge the
Let's
fact
go.
that like
Yeah, let's
the
go.
Catholics and all of us just came
Right.
Well, because
That's a moment.
random fact, I used to want to be a priest. So
Oh wow.
Wait, expand,
for real?
expand on that a little bit?
Yeah.
Man, did you swing far?
Or that would happen.
Wait, I did too.
yeah, I wanted to be a priest because I was a very devout Catholic in
I just
In high school.
memorized everything at church, and I was like, I could be a priest.
Wow.
like
I was like lip syncing everything. I was like,
yeah, because it's a fucking routine. You stand up, you sit. You stand up, you sit. Catholic aerobics.
Easy.
So
And they pay you to do
and
this?
then here's a snack. Here's some alcohol. You're done.
Wow.
Get lit. Have a snack. Get out. Praise
Happy
Jesus.
Sunday.
Praise Jesus. Here's some alcohol.
I can't stand it.
Church of Ember, let's go.
No.
Alright, what's up, bitches?
What up, motherfucker?
Praise the Lord today.
Wait,
I can't.
so you know how they have Korean Jesus? Would they have like Emery Jesus?
I'd be like
But
this.
he's like that.
You'd be like a B-boy for me.
I can't.
Every start of church is just him on the cross and Jesus.
I'm so.
I cannot.
I'm just like on there, like, all right, everyone, let's get started.
So
Some
dumb.
music.
There's like some Eric B and Rakim in the background. Don't sweat the technique.
Oh,
I mean, our videos are meant to inspire.
Well, I mean, the reason I wanted to be is when I was in high school, I was very like religious. I was a very devout Catholic. I would go to church and volunteer a lot. And then it was just a running thought that I would do it. But then I had sex.
You're not supposed to.
You know, I thought you were gonna say. Then I experienced an exorcism, and I was like, no.
Oh no, you talking about the Exorcist? No, that just made me believe into the whole like spiritual world even more. I'm like, fuck that.
yeah, it's real.
Wait, all
That's
priests are
real.
virgins?
That's real.
So
Huh?
don't ghost hunt.
Like what? They're,
All
they're
priests are
supposed-
virgins.
Yeah, they're supposed to be abstinent and whatnot. And
Oh, the entire time?
Catholic.
Yeah.
But if you're a minister, I think
Catholic.
you
Oh,
can.
yeah. And you can't live your life and then like be like in your 50s and be like,
Oh yeah, you.
Now's the time.
I think,
Not getting laid anymore.
I
Now's the time.
think you can because I think you can, but I'm not sure. But
let us
No.
know in the comments.
yeah, comment down below if you would attend a mass with me. If I live streamed it and we all watched K-pop while I was reading Bible verses. Yeah.
Really?
What?
I can't.
Anyways, next topic.
I got
Okay.
something.
Never go to that church. Blasphemy.
Damnation. Eternal damnation.
Okay, so let's answer some random dance questions that I pulled from questions we never answered.
Welcome to random dance questions.
Okay, so this question is long.
Wow.
And hard.
Is it a space rocket?
I used to be a competitive dancer traveling around the States in college. Something happened and I can't even vibe in the club anymore. I just lost my ability to dance freely. What do you think I can do about this? Sorry for the ambiguity. From Jay.
Social dance.
Okay,
I
don't really know what that
think
means.
it
Yeah.
starts with
Yeah.
who are you surrounding yourself with?
Mm.
Because sometimes, I mean, I don't know what you experienced, but did your friends also experience it with you? And maybe it's a whole energy kind of thing you guys are holding on to. Then once you figure that out, I feel like I don't know. I just think it has something to do with who you're surrounding in your environment. You know, what clubs were you attending before? And if you have like something with that type of vibe that club was going or whatever it is, why not try something new?
Mm-hmm.
a new type of environment, you know, like if it was like one of those clubs, why don't you try
I'm from Jersey.
a salsa or something? I don't know. I think,
love this song.
I love that. But I think it starts with
Despacito.
who are you with?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can't really answer that question fully.
Yeah.
Because who are you with is my question to your question.
It's not
That's
us.
a good.
It's also like what happened. Because there could be like a serious injury, like broken your leg in 5 different spots or something like that. Conor McGregor yourself or something. And then you can't really physically get back into it.
Wow. Too soon.
Hey,
He's gonna get beat up.
Conor McGregor's leg says, I'm taking the L.
Damn.
Literally the L.
But yeah, we go either answer that question from Rosie's point of view with like energy wise, or is it physical? Because like it's really open ended with that question. Because if it's physical, it's just also just getting your motivation of getting your strength back in your legs and all that stuff. I
Jay,
can see it.
by the sounds of it, it sounds like it's not physical for me. So I would like to say explore, and it may be tough, but you kind of have to work through it on what happened, because no one experienced what you experienced. That's the funny thing, is that if something happened right here in front of us right now, and we both watched what happened right here, we're going to have similar but different experiences. Why? Because we didn't live the same life. So something to me might not mean anything at all to him, and vice versa. So you might have been alone, or you might have been with other people, but your experience is unique. So in order for you to get your groove back, let Stella get her groove back, you got to work through what happened. And if you've been dancing as a competitive dancer forever, then that means dance is your passion, or at least one of them. So it sounds cheesy, but to get through it, you got to dance through it. Right. So it may not be the vibe at a club that you're going to be like, oh yeah, kind of like Rosie said, right? You might not be like, oh, there's a hip hop section, I'm going to dance through it. And you're just like dancing in the rain, like, you know, you got surf style. But maybe it is putting like a vibey, you know, emotional song on. Maybe it's, you know, experiencing movement rather than dancing, right? So maybe just kind of let your body move a bit and work through whatever happened. And it may be really tough, and I challenge you to do this. Talk through it. I said this before. I was in an abusive relationship for a while, years ago, and I never accepted it until I spoke it. Like it happened to me, and I was just like, well, it happened. That sucked. Okay, moving on. And then a couple years later, I was like, the ability to finally say like, yeah, I was in an abusive relationship, you know, they did this to me and this happened and this happened. And oh yeah, I forgot this happened. Damn, this happened too. And this happened. And everybody was like, what? You didn't tell. I mean, we've known you for years. You've never said anything. And I was like, yeah, I just kind of kept it to myself. And then the story became easier to tell rather than me saying this and this. It was like, yeah, this happened. And let me tell you about this. So it sucked. It took me some years, but I'm able to do this now and have a whole, you know, podcast about my experience. I challenge you to talk out and dance out what happened. It'll help.
Yeah.
I gotta go. One thing that could actually help is if you go check out our dance tutorials, and those will definitely help you get some moving going.
Nice plug and call to
That's
action.
not a plug. He's being real.
Yeah. Well, there's a funny saying that I remember hearing. I learned how to dance to forget how to dance. Like we learned choreography, we learned all these moves, but then you go to a club environment where there is no structure. It's like, I can't 6-step or top rock against anyone, you know?
Or can you?
Well, that's a different type of environment, but I think it goes off with what Rosie's saying is like who you're surrounding yourself with, because it's different. Like we're like freestyle dancers. It's easier for us to just get down and just start dancing when we surround ourselves with dancers who are in the same kind of like headspace. If you're going to go out on a kind of a club environment, don't expect that kind of thing. But it's a matter of, I think, there's this thing my friend told me back in 2006 when I was super afraid to get into ciphers and break and jams. And she just straight up said, you're never going to get down if you don't get down. So it just like, so yeah, they said that to you too. Yeah.
What do you expect?
you gotta go in, you're gonna go in. It's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, so it's like, just it's the hard,
that way.
you just gotta let go of the self-judgment and embrace the suck and the awkward. Because then, there's also another saying, the only way out of hell is through it. So you just gotta keep one step at a time. Eventually you just let go of that judging mind and you find your groove. You gotta make your moves to find your groove. And there you go.
I might argue.
Hey, give us one more second.
You gotta argue? All right.
Well, we got to argue alert.
At least you're trying.
Mm.
That's tight. I wouldn't discredit the viability of stepping away for a little bit.
Ooh.
If you're meant to be in that space, or if the space calls you back, like you'll feel it later on. You don't have to force it.
That's true too.
It's, so much now.
Yeah, that's true. There's a saying from Leonardo da Vinci. He says every once in a while, go take a vacation or go away. That way, when you come back from it, like he says, every once in a while. I'm making it modern, but like he says, every once in a while, step away, and therefore, so when you come back to it, the problem or whatever it is you're experiencing seems smaller. So that's why timeouts, taking a break.
Avoid my problem.
Like,
So-
Da Vinci said like something like go to Airbnbs or something and take it. I think something like that.
Yeah, all that. I think Michael
Okay.
Donatello, one of those.
Okay.
Go to Airbnb.
Shut up.
Next.
Yeah, Da Vinci said that.
Hey, you got some knowledge on it, man.
He ain't just a
Jay, if you're watching and you want like someone to talk to, message me.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I also think, just for what last minute thought that just came through, we can't have this expectation that the dance community or just dance in general is just going to be all fun all the time. I feel like we can tend to have these expectations like, yeah, dance, yeah, it's great, and all that stuff. And I feel like to be realistic, it's not always going to be fun to go through. You're going to have the hard times. And I feel like once you accept that reality, like, yeah, this wasn't so fun at this time, but at this point it was fun, So I think it's just a matter of what is the expectation you are having on this dance that you are going through, and kind of evaluate on that as well, because I know like there's so many, especially young dancers, they get like, yeah, I'm gonna go to these studios, I'm gonna get on camera, we're gonna do all this stuff, and then
Oh my God,
reality
they say
hits, and
that.
it's just
I
not,
said that.
it's just not the way it goes down a lot of times, unfortunately.
True.
And it's a big reality hit on them.
Yeah. In short, do it or quit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's plenty of other things.
Next topic. I'm putting together my first reel. What should I put in it? How long should it be? From didn't submit a name.
Oh Lord.
B-Rocky.
Wait, before Brandon goes, we should all try to figure out,
What?
right? Because you
I
see a lot
guess.
of reels, right? I'm not sure how many reels everybody else has seen, but I'm sure you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot too.
Yes. I've watched
You
a lot
guys-
of video reels.
No.
Like from
I
this
have
is
no idea.
this is
I don't know.
like from
Yeah,
my
I'm not
experience.
gonna lie.
I've only put a couple dance reels before I just got lazy, but I have seen a lot of animation and video editing reels. Oh God, length 2 minutes max. A minute and a half would be great. I've been submitted 20-minute reels, and for even
How about a TikTok?
Just one.
Yeah, just one TikTok.
So,
I got that new 3 minutes that
so like
That's too much.
because these directors or artistic directors, casting directors, they don't have the fucking time of day to watch 20 minutes. It better be straight to the point and match for what they're looking for. Especially when you submit something, like for example, for video, like if you're trying to do more dramas and whatnot, make sure to do a reel surrounded that. If you're doing, more YouTube type videos, do something like that. If you want to do, then I would say even have a variety of reels. Like have one that's like that shows you can do like this. Is now I'm just talking about editing, but hopefully that translates into dancing as well. Do one with
flips, lots of flips.
yeah. So to go into the dancing, I guess like
flips.
the shows, your choreography, all this other stuff for filming would be the drama, the horror, the sitcom style, whatever it is. Like I'm blanking on words, but have a broad reel and have a niche reel, and then no more than 2 minutes. And best shots. First 5 seconds matter, because especially when we live in an attention economy like this, you're fucked if you don't have the first 5 seconds.
That. No, yeah, I definitely agree.
Wish I'd run my reel.
As far as keeping it short and sweet, you don't want to do too much, and you definitely want to keep it around a minute and a half, I would say. Your best stuff, but also if you don't have anything, then some of your power moves or some of your, different types of filming. So if it's dance, is it a hip hop thing? Is it a tricks? You're doing your tricks and things that you can do. Is it you dancing with people? Because sometimes casting directors want to see that you can dance with other people. Because I've seen some dancers who are amazing, but they can't dance with other people. Like they just can't look like them. And it's just like, oh no, like what's going on? So sometimes they do want to see you dance with other people. But like you said, they don't want to watch your entire 20-minute reel.
Yeah, and then
they just want to keep going.
Yeah, and when I get reels, I don't ever listen to the music. I don't give a fuck about your music choice or the musicality of the edit. Half of everything.
So glad I didn't say it.
What?
I was about to say, pick a good song.
I will continue watching or like turn the sound back on if the first 5 seconds really catches my attention. And then it's different, I guess, and going to the interview process is different when it comes to that. But I don't listen to reels with music, short and sweet, and it has to be relevant to what I guess you're trying to show. Like just to go on a random anecdote, like I had a video editor like submit their reel and they said, I'm the best. And I was ready to be an asshole to this guy. If you're claiming to be the best, you better fucking show me the best. And it was not the best. I told him that in an interview. I told him like, it looks like a lot of your stuff looks like stock footage. You just modified. I want original stuff. We can talk next time. So,
you can still talk.
So,
They can still talk to you.
Yeah, he had the chops. I think he had the willingness to take the feedback, but it was just like, don't tell me you're the best. And because then there's a certain bar you're kind of like trying to you're set, and then there's kind of an arrogance to it. I'm like, all right, let's see what you got. Show your shit. and it was not. And this is what we did in this interview. Every single video he submitted, I watched it and tore it apart.
Damn.
So, and I was like, this looks like stock. Why did you make the decision? Branding for all these different videos for this one client you worked with is all different. Why are they all different?
You're lucky he even reviewed you then.
So,
fuck that.
Like it's again, like if they didn't say that, I would be more open. But that's just a random anecdote in terms of like that.
What's one thing everyone is kind of off topic, but what's one thing you put on your reel that you have now?
Ooh, our own dance reel, right?
Yeah.
What's one thing we put on our reel that we have now?
What is one?
Like you have a video of it now. What would you put it on your reel, or like what's one thing you
If I was putting Brandon's reel, I would definitely put the scene from the classroom scene from Donut.
Yeah.
I love that's such a good shot. The overhead of like that Old Navy shot commercial we had, like over such a fun shot.
So
the bang bang section.
Oh,
the classroom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, so you're saying what have we done as temper tantrum that we would put
just
in?
as you
What do you
as a
have in your
person.
repertoire that you would put in the reel?
Oh,
Or updating your reel.
the commercial I just did a few months ago because they booked me for a second commercial for the same
Can
company
you
3
tell
weeks
us?
ago. This
This is the one with the with the AR kind of.
Yeah.
effects.
Because thankfully, thank God, it got me booked to my agency. So I showed it to my agent and she was like, this is dope. This is professional. It's a commercial. It shows that you can kind of act as far, because I wasn't speaking, but like,
You can kind of act.
but like you can tell that it wasn't strictly dancing. There was some sort of acting, nonverbal.
Yeah.
There was dancing stuff. You can work on a set, and you booked this job without an agent. So for her, she was like, of course, I want to sign you because you're doing things that would make me money. So I want you. So things like that, right? So even if you don't have a lot of professional stuff and you just have that one thing, use it. So that's what I would use for sure. And depending on which way you're trying to go, is it a dancing reel? Is it a choreographer reel? Because that's a different thing. Is it an acting reel? Is it an entertainment? You know, like this is me being able, because I've done hosting shows, I've hosted shows, I've done MC, dancing, choreographing. So it just depends on what you're trying to go for. But again, never try to overshoot and be like, well, I want to show all of my talent. So here's a 5-minute video. Like just specifically try to do certain things. I know my agent asked us to do certain ones where if you do like for instance, I know Lauren's kind of tapping into it a little bit, but like combat stuff, you wouldn't want to put your combat stuff with your dance stuff. You want to keep that a little bit separate. So in case somebody does say, hey, I want somebody who's trained in combat, you're not going to send them, you know, a dance video. They're going to be like, wait, what? And you're like, oh, just wait later because my combat section is later in the video. It's like, you don't want to do that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, the timestamp.
Oh no! Do not make them work for it, man.
Yeah, that's like they're tricking because you could have a stunt reel with tricking. But you also have a dance reel with tricking as well. So it's like certain tricks you want to keep for a stunt reel, like a double back handspring tuck or like off the wall flip, and you want to keep like a normal B twist or like a back tuck for your dance reel. So
what's the shortest a reel can be?
A minute and a half.
A TikTok.
But you also got to think of 15 seconds. The reason why everyone's really saying
just do the renegade, the low, and then
is because you are not the only reel these guys are looking at.
Oh yeah.
So if they see 20 minutes, they're gonna be like, first 5 seconds, all right, go.
Next.
They're not
won't
gonna
even look at it. 20 minutes? No.
Yeah. Sometimes to either.
People got
That's why it's
famous
like
off TikToks.
that's also another reason why you want
10 seconds, boom.
you want that first 5 seconds to be like really eye grabbing, because if you're boring the crap out of them, they're not gonna look at it. They're not gonna wait for the good stuff. They want the good stuff right away too.
That's an advantage too, because I know like we have our opinions about TikTok dancers, but then just to flip it, not just the dancers on TikTok, the actual dancers, or using social media in general. If this is essentially the model that temper tantrum, that's the model that we're going for. We're trying to build attention ourselves. Therefore, the brands come to us with sponsorships and everything else. Because if you have the attention and you have the eyeballs, people will pay for that attention. So
and we're gonna put on this reel.
See, but the thing is, but that's a different thing though, because now you become a token.
Token.
Yeah, because if somebody's like, oh, I want you because you have people viewing you, you're the token. You're not quite like, you're not being hired for your talent. You're being hired for your people, your followers.
Oh, that's okay.
That's a different thing.
Question. How long does it take for you to notice talent?
What kind of talent?
Yeah, that's subjective. For what though? For
dance.
Like, just in general, like if I see them, oh, they got chops to become good, or are they good?
Become good or already good? Like, can you spot talent in front of you?
I see it in the mechanics.
Okay.
And
how long would it take to
the mechanics and
show you that?
and then the direction.
Do you value talent over heart?
I have no heart, so talent.
You so asked the wrong person.
Hey, Jacob's got a good story.
I do.
Oh, good.
I do.
Was it you? Talent over heart? Or heart over talent? Yeah. It was on the podcast. What's
Okay,
that?
wait,
Listen to your podcast.
I know. I'm first of all, thanks for listening to my podcast, but I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't even remember
I'll talk after this.
Okay, so
For me, yes to both. And here's why. So I've trained dancers forever, for like 10, 15 years now. So I can spot talent. But it's a matter of that's talent internally and I can grow you to be better.
Yeah.
Or am I casting for a show because I don't have time to train you? So it depends on what we're looking at. So if I'm judging an audition, I need to see talent. And as far as talent, I need to see pickup because that means choreography is involved.
Okay. So you're not just looking for talent.
Well,
I think
talent is like bare minimum.
Comes hand in hand. Yeah, like
so pickup is a talent. So if you can pick up choreo that's being tossed at you, that's a talent. That means that's part of the talent. So it's not only just dance. It's like, how are you getting things? Are you understanding what people are throwing at you? Or are you just kind of like, wait, what is 5'6"? Wait, I'm lost, because it's like, okay, wait, that's a whole talent you haven't worked on yet. So we need something ready now. So that is part of the talent for me. And then obviously your skill. Like, because again, there's some amazing freestylers. They're super talented, can't do choreo.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I guess it depends on what you're booking for.
Yeah, it context matters. Like, because for me, when I was running family business, and I'm the same thing here. I've been dancing and training people since 2004, 2005. So yeah,
World.
The thing I see is definitely the mechanics. It is how well can they execute certain movements, but are they actually extending when I say to extend? So it's like I feel like everything comes hand in hand, but talent only gets you so far. You know the whole saying of like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Fails to work.
So yeah,
That's a different thing.
So, but yeah, either way, it's like it's by Leonardo da Vinci as well.
Well, you also said just do it. I'm not.
Actually, I heard that quote from Coach John Wooden. So
Just do it.
But because I feel like learning choreography, learning how to freestyle is a skill, and anyone can learn a skill if they actually put the hard work and the heart into it. Going back to what Lauren said. So, what was it? What did you ask? Like talent or heart?
Yeah.
Oof.
What do you value more?
I value heart, to be honest, because if you're willing to put in the work and the extra hours, because I've worked, especially in the competitive scene, like there's talented people, but they get fucking complacent and pisses me off. And then there's people who are hungry, who are like not the most talented, but they show up early for rehearsals. They stay late. They ask extra questions, and they fucking become beasts and outshine the people who are talented. So heart really is important.
I agree with that. I have one of my dancers, one of my babies. I'm not going to say any names, but man, I loved him, but he struggle bus with choreo, just the biggest struggle bus. And I was like, oh, but he wanted it so bad. And I was like, oh no. He was one of those people that you just like, okay, just try harder, honey. You're doing just fine. And then they weren't, and you're like, oh no. But that was years ago. And he literally called me 2 months, 3 months ago, and he used to call me Mama. So I was Mama. So he called me and was like, Mama, I'm on set right now in a music video. I'm in New York, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for believing in me to do what I wanted to do. And I trained him years ago, and I'm telling you, he barely got to what he's doing right now. Just barely, but again, the heart was there. So like he struggled bus the whole way for years and years, but he made it, so it's like the heart does make a difference.
Yeah.
Damn, sick.
So about this reel, what would you
Your good side.
Shit, all my sides are good sides.
For me, any flashy power moves that I've done or blow ups from breaking. That's it. So like if I had to like put one clip.
Let me get CC's into a ninja or something.
My default. So yeah, I mean, I fucking straight up like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. It's the easiest shit. CC ninja. All right, I'm done.
Bring the leg up, flatte, and land.
Oh,
because I taught them after.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cece, bring the leg up, flatte, land.
I would put like stuff we've been doing with Temper, but I'd put it down as like a choreographer. I'd try to do a choreographer reel, so I'd put more stuff that I've created. So I'd put Chris.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What would you put, Rosie?
Yeah, what would you put?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I'd put the videos I've done so far, which the good and the bad that I've done.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I put it out in January. I figured it out Instagram, Rosita Avocado with the U at the end.
Dang.
All lowercase.
It's okay, I'm gonna cut it out.
It's definitely that. And then
Post it in the comments below.
Follow me up.
I know.
what have I done?
You did so much that you can't remember stuff.
You graduated.
I graduated.
You put that in your reel.
College
student. What the fuck?
Oh.
I finished college.
Well, and this is going towards like choreographer reel or directing reel. You know, the things that I've done. visually. Yeah, I probably put
Our
that.
graduation video
Um,
stuff.
Cypher
The Cases
footage.
one, I did it's called I See Beauty, and that was for CSUN, and that was on stage, and that was direction and all that stuff. So I probably put some of that. But yeah, if it was just like straight up dance reel, then probably a lot of Temper Tantrums
What
stuff.
about the one you did for Liz's and then as well? The house one?
What did I do? That was kind of like for fun. I don't know.
It's
'Cause
good.
it's not an
Funsies.
angle where it's not.
Oh, look at him being so supportive. Shouts out.
Wow.
Model example of how you supportive significant other should be.
Microphones.
Yeah. Little bitch. But yeah,
Take note.
B-Rock, if you're with your knee being healthy and all.
That's not gonna never be healthy, but I mean,
Not
I'm,
that attitude.
right now I'm not gonna be doing any dance reels. I'm more of a stunt performer, combat fighting and all that stuff. So I have to be like, just make sure of like stunt acting and acting at the same time. But I mean, that's why I forever knee brace. But yeah, because I've been going upside down, flipping, jumping off shit.
Sick.
You can do all that? Like at the moment and not dance?
Yeah, because that's the thing. Knee brace, like anyone who has to wear a knee brace can find an injury. Like this is bullshit. That's the bullshit we deal with every fucking day. You could do this shit. You could do that. You could do that. Honestly,
true.
it's like this is me to everyone in my reel. I could do this shit because I'm not confined to his knee brace. I had to wear it for support, but it doesn't mean I can't do nothing just because I'm in a brace. So anyone who has serious injuries, who has to wear knee braces, has to wear ankle braces, don't be ashamed of this shit. I wear mine every day. And
Cyborg.
yeah, I call myself a cyborg because this is a cyborg knee brace. to be
Yeah.
honest. And yeah, it's not a crutch. It's not a handicap. It's something to help you kick ass.
And it looks cool.
Longevity.
Don't forget to charge it.
So yeah, so don't let anyone be like, yo, you could do that, because 100% we deal with that shit every day of our lives. We deal not from other people. We deal with that shit from ourselves.
Yeah.
Can I still do this shit? Can I still dance? Can I jump off this shit without breaking my leg? But
Love
yeah,
you, dog.
I mean that's just a word of advice for
B-Rock.
everyone.
It's on your reel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I said my reel is one more like this
Let's
to
go.
everybody.
Stone Cold, baby.
Shouts out to the rockers. Okay, you guys.
All I have is freestyle footage, so I'll probably just like cut.
No, that one clip of you in Tabasco when we did that.
Yeah, bro.
That shit's fire.
Nice.
That
Yes,
was
so
Yes,
good.
that is
Yeah.
actually
That was
only my
Okay,
reel.
that's
That's it.
That was Grammy in a good way.
Yeah. Shoot, I've been featured in like a ton of people's projects. I haven't. No, shout out to
Must be nice.
dude. I got you. But shout out to all those opportunities. I had I would, if I could get my hands on all of them, I would just stream all together. Yeah,
Can dance with
yeah, that too.
It's a great project.
Yeah.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
do the
Lauren?
project.
What would I put on my reel? I would put an Immortal Bond, which is on the Core Dance Cruise YouTube page right now.
Thank you.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
thank
was
you.
good.
Yeah, because
This
there's
is promo tantrum now. Apparently.
Sorry. No, because there's a lot of things that are in there, which is like from stunt choreography to doing like prop work. I did like Winter Garden Color Guard, and I still do it. And they use that specifically. They are like, you put this in your hand and make it look cool, and I'm like, okay.
Stab someone.
Stab someone. I feel like most of my reel would most likely be core.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was
because
really good.
Yeah.
Too.
yeah,
City
City calls you. Because like we have so much content.
Yeah.
We have so much content, not just like acting, but dancing,
Mhm.
and we put on an entire hour-long production in a theater where I had 5 costume changes, and I was like, it was crazy going from a wig falling off my head on stage at WonderCon now to changing wigs 5 times.
Hey. I remember
know.
that.
Yeah.
Why does that sound painful?
Not painful. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but I think I would mostly put core on my reel because that's like mostly what I have, but that's also why I'm trying to expand on myself as something that's not just a part of core. Yay!
This is a recognition.
Oh shit! Yeah,
How many?
reels.
It's empty now.
What's that?
No music on any reel.
No, I
No,
have.
you can play music.
Yeah,
No, music.
But everyone just won't listen to it.
No, this is actually common. Like, well, this is what I was drilled
Take
into when I
notes,
was in college. Like all my animation instructors would be like, "We don't care about your music."
Oh,
Damn.
From now on, just do voiceover.
No, straight up. My last day of school, they were all straight up telling me, "Good luck finding a job. The economy just tanked." Every single instructor was like that. This is 2008.
great.
Oh, fuck.
I can see why you tell us
Yeah.
to drop out.
Yeah.
PTSD.
But no, I was young. So I was like, economy, schmeconomy. So I'll figure it out. But I got hired right after college. So like,
Hey. Hey, was it with the company you made or?
no, I got
Hired by
hired.
yourself? Sign your own application.
It's just an epic like episode of multiple. No, that's actually going to be a really bad comment. But no, I got hired by a company called Technicolor. So yeah, and I got to work on Silent Hill Shattered Memories. But yeah,
Wow.
Talk so fast.
Yeah.
I heard you say Silent Hill, and I know what that is.
yes, Silent Hill Shattered Memories on the Wii. So
Was this the same company you did Tomb Raider with?
no, that was with Frame Machine. It's
You're on
another.
Tomb Raider?
I worked on the Tomb
He
Raider.
was.
What?
Yeah, he knows Angelina Jolie.
I mean,
Every time you guys
They're besties.
Same.
I have to say, this is really fucking cool. We're doing an in-person podcast.
yeah, it's really cool.
Get out.
Like,
Yeah.
like this, the setup.
my.
Like, if you guys could see, like, the setup,
Oh, I guess.
and then I get to see you guys, like, this is. Look
Oh,
at you! Like,
Oh,
how did
my.
this start? Like, it started. How did Temper Tantrum start?
In this fucking
In this
room.
room.
Oh, for
In
real?
this room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is where the meeting was.
Emerald was up here doing his little presentation.
In
Oh, I
Jan-
remember that.
January.
Wait, I remember that
25th.
picture, the
Oh,
story
okay.
picture.
Yeah, this is
Wait,
where it all was.
Tell us about it. Story time.
No.
We met here. I presented the 1-year plan. COVID happened. Things changed.
Oh,
We're here. So
Hey, give it. Oh, man.
yeah, we have an entire year. So like the in-person podcast was something that was the original concept, but because everyone had to be home, we had to adjust to make it a Zoom podcast. Ideally, this was always the setup I wanted us to have different panels of us talking,
What a
shooting shit.
universe.
So, but, it's one of those things like
Just gotta get this live stream.
the result you want will come, just never in the timeline you want.
Yes.
So therefore you got to persevere and keep at it.
I will say, I do.
I think Leonardo da Vinci said that.
If you like
Yeah.
put it on YouTube.
Fuck you guys with my shit.
Right?
Dude,
That'd be cool if you did
Phone call?
if you did a live stream and then our patrons would be able to like essentially ask us the questions.
Oh yeah, that's something
Yeah.
we're gonna try to figure out. I wanted to test out like what this would be like first, setup time, the actual mic setup, and then we can add on top of an actual streaming part where we can actually get questions and answer that as we.
And then we'll actually just give them tickets, and then they'll walk up and ask us questions right here.
we have a meet and greet
Yeah.
in a fucking insurance company's office. Last words from anyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much for putting this together and setting all of this up and like asking us to be a part of this because this is really fun and it's nice to be here with people and not just screens because you are also different on a screen. And it's like that. No, it's so true. The energy is so different when you're with people. So
True.
I appreciate and I'm excited for more. Yay! Thank you.
Yay.
No?
Watch the videos.
Yeah,
If you haven't
watch
watched
the videos.
Watch the videos.
Become a
In the
patron.
comments.
We have
What are
an
the tiers?
exclusive tier for B-Rock's feet and Sean's feet.
Real.
And it's going to be
Dude,
and it's,
Wait.
It's gonna be a guessing.
Did they send the reel of the
Yeah, just-
I gotta good tier.
That's its own tier.
I was just
That's a
waiting
separate
for the
tier.
moment.
You didn't want to be the first to say it.
Exactly.
All right, so if you guys like this, make sure to hit like, subscribe, share this with friends who you think might enjoy it. Make sure you give a follow for everyone here on this podcast. Show them some love.
Socials in the description.
And if you guys want early access to everything, and we're gonna have monthly AMAs for our patrons soon. Make sure you guys join that as well. With that, we appreciate you guys for watching. Have an amazing night, day, evening, week, decade, whenever you are, wherever you are. Take care.
Wow.
Bye.
Oh, son.
Peace.
Bye.